Well, hi everyone. My name's Mary-Clare. If you know nothing about me, you'll soon find out something. Originally in the 70s, I was a nurse and I trained as a midwife and worked as a health visitor in the East End of London mainly. So I learned a fair bit about healthcare in maybe the more orthodox sense. But I was always searching for what's our life about? What's its purpose? Is there a map for living? And I had my whole healing journey, as we all do, to come to this point, which is about 35 years later. So most of my time now is spent working with therapy and teaching, particularly sound therapy and education. The idea is that if we change our energy or our frequency, we change the external life by changing our internal state of being. And today I thought what I would do is to do a little holistic stress management and playful education with you, which I'm interested in too, about how can you use this to help yourself to move your life on in more comfortable and probably more loving and fulfilling ways for you and all around you. Have I got any top tips for stress management? Yeah, certainly I have. I'll share them. All of this has worked for me and clients. They're not theoretical. Secondly, I just want to share a few bits of basic factual information before I do a deeper relaxation, helping you, if you choose to make stronger contact with who you really are. I would call it your soul or your higher self, or the knowing, the deeper knowing within you. When we live mainly from the externals, focused on the outer life and our ordinary everyday mind, we can land up just chattering inside our heads, but not really moving forward very much. In my way, and my viewpoint anyway, the power is within. And it was often said in the temples of ancient times, be still and know. Personally, I think this is the most important key to handling stress. If you seriously want to change, it will come in the most optimal way by changing from inside out, one step at a time, in the way that you suit and which your own higher wisdom knows will support you best. So be still is the context for my talk, because if you can imagine, if you're standing at the centre of a tennis court and you're still, you can see all around you equally. You have more detached viewpoint. When you're whizzing around all over the court, trying to find the ball, aiming to win a match, things get more difficult. But if you come back to the still point and pause, you gain poise, you gain vision, you plug in to this deeper knowing, your soul self. And that wisdom, especially when under stress, can be used very simply and can make a huge difference to your outer life. Simply, my work is called Recreation, all lowercase, re-creationfoundation.com, supporting people through life transitions to change your life, to create a new life experience. So a few tips here. First thing, stretch is healthy within life. If you imagine an elastic band, we're moving it, we're stretching, we're growing. When you go to the gym, you're stretching your muscles. But if we overstretch, then a negative form of stress takes over. And when that gets going in the mind and the body, it affects the biochemistry of the body and can cause symptoms, illness, stress in the mind, all sorts of things which we will call in sound healing discordant energy, a lack of harmony. When we're in a harmonious state, we're more at the centre of the tennis court. The whole of our being communicates better. Our body communicates more effectively. So the cells connect one to one. They speak to one another more efficiently, which means the organs work more efficiently. The immune system works better. The whole of our being is within the healthy circulation of life. Likewise, we need connection with the earth. Some of us can get rather spacey in our heads, or some people would say off your head or out of your head, spaced out. Go into the other realms and we lose the connection to the earth. Just like a kettle, we need the earth to ground us. We need to be connected into space and the higher realms, or the subtle realms of life. And we also need to be connected to the earth. That is the way towards optimal health and well-being. So a few tips. Take time in nature or to be in connection with the earth in the way that's simple and easy for you on a regular basis. If you can't go out, you could have things such as stones or natural objects, pine cones, stones, sand, but feel them, make contact with them each day, and plants in your house are wonderful for that. The other amazing power is the power of the mind. So you could take a journey into nature in your mind, as people do when they're learning different relaxation techniques. If you feel very stressed, again, it's a need to regain balance and equilibrium, to come back to the centre of your court. The simplest thing that I found working is to say to yourself, okay, sit down if you can, or lie down, and go stop, relax, let go. Stop, relax, let go. Stop, relax, let go. And you can go around your body asking it to relax and let go. The next thing, if you're happy to focus on the breathing, you can do is to be aware of how you're breathing. And there's a reason for this, which I won't go into now, but you could cross your hands over the heart center and take some slow breaths in and out with a pause between the in and the out breaths. It's a way of resetting yourself. It connects the head and the heart and brings a greater peace within you very promptly. In time, you can learn to focus more on the out breath than the in breath. But for now, we'll just revise this. You go stop, relax, let go. A few times, sitting or lying down. If you can't do either and you're at a bus stop, just say it to yourself. Your mind is always listening. The more you do it, the more it will be programmed with that response. If you can, put your hands crossed across the heart area and take some slow, deep breaths with a pause between the in and the out-breath. If you have more time, you can go round your body through the different parts, repeating, let go, let go, let go, 3 times to each of the parts in turn. Okay, so that's a way of calming yourself. If you feel panicky, on top of that, you can ask Archangel Michael to come and ask for his help immediately, as if you're talking to him on the phone, not fancy language. Archangel Michael, I'm feeling very panicky. Please, can you help me to ground myself? You can help yourself with that by just moving your feet on the ground and becoming more and more aware of the physical, like you can tap your arms, notice things in the room and name them. It presences you into your body. Archangel Michael can help you to do that, to ground yourself and to bring protection for all the many aspects of you, mind, body and spirit. If you're lying down, you can ask him to come and clear any toxic energy that's around you, to replace it with positive healing energy, and to seal you in a bubble of gold and then royal blue light, which is his colour. And that light goes all around you, under the feet, behind you, and you go, Archangel Michael, above me and below me, to the right and to the left, inside, outside, and all around me. Okay, now I think for some immediate tips, they're what I use the most if I need it. If you've been with people where you feel you've lost a lot of energy, you can ask Archangel Michael to cut any cords between you and them, or a place or a situation. And you can also imagine you're in a shower of violet water or light, and it's cleansing the whole of your energy field and your body. And then put yourself back in a bubble of blue light all around you. When I teach holistic stress management courses, I would go through these top tips and into different areas of work. But okay, that's a good start. The other thing I would say is when we're stressed, we tend to get very serious. The more lightly you can move through those times, just one step at a time, the easier it is. So say you want to do some meditation or relaxation and you think, oh, I can't shut my mind up. Don't try. Get your journal out or a sheet of paper and draw or scribble. Don't even try to make sense of it. We often need to be quite childlike at that time. And when I say childlike, I actually mean in contact with a part of you that is really spontaneous or needs to be in order to heal. So write out your thoughts without monitoring them. No one needs to see this. And at the end of it, if you want to get rid of it, again, ask Archangel Michael to bless this, to keep the best, the wisdom that you learned, and just light it or put it in the fire. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Even saying the words as you do it, let go, let go, let go, will give more power to the release, and yet it's very gentle in itself. Another point, play. If you're overwhelmed, it's great to give yourself a space that is not trying to sort things out. A childlike, playful space. In that, your mind will be able to relax more, and you'll be more able to come forward with creative ideas. And one of the things I love when I want to play anyway is I love my big pair of scissors. Clearing out is a great thing to do if you're feeling a lot of anger or frustration. Put the energy to work. Move, exercise, clear up the house, do the garden, do what you've never done. And the idea is that you just cut away. It's like pruning. You're pruning out of your life the things that you no longer need. Imagine that feeling, pruning it out, pruning it out, pruning it out, blessing it, thanking it, but pruning it out, pruning it out, pruning it out. So detoxing the environment, simple things, clearing one drawer. Go for something that you can achieve. If you go for a too big a step, you can reinforce the feeling, I can't do it, I'm going to fail. No, like when babies learn to feed, first of all milk, then small pieces of food, mashed up usually, they can digest, and then more solid food. Do not put yourself under a heavy dart of detoxing your environment if you're already exhausted. You could do a bit in your mind. You'll find a way. The simple step, the one you can achieve, and you start to build a ladder of success. Okay, quick introduction to colour. We're seeing rainbows a lot in people's windows at the moment, which is like a sign of happiness or wishing one another well-being. Each day, if you look through your wardrobe or your house or your mind and ask, what kind of colour would support me right now? I'm not going to talk a lot about the colour now, we'll use it in the relaxation time. But what colour appeals to you? Maybe you can't afford to buy a whole wardrobe of colours and don't need to, but find some objects. Or these are felts from a craft shop that I got of all the different colours of the rainbow. And sometimes you'll feel like one and sometimes another. And together, the rainbow creates white light, a pure light, a Christ light, very high frequency. So this is a rainbow made up of colour. 2 or 3 other quick points. I want to show you a few pens here. So to boost the immune system, generally the colour of turquoise is an excellent one to use. So it's quite a bright, vivid blue. And you can breathe that into the thymus or all around the body. Put yourself in a whole globe of that royal, beautiful coloured turquoise light. Great. The other one is like a rose colour. That's rather pale, but rose pink, unconditional love. If you're not liking yourself or you're having difficulties with relationships, just put a lot of rose-coloured light all around you. Love is a very high frequency. We're talking divine love rather than human love necessarily. But divine love, if you fill yourself with that, you will feel much more complete in yourself. And if you're longing to meet someone or feel a great emptiness, generally, I would say that's the remedy. You need more love. And just pour it into you, however you manage to do that. Drawing it, colouring it, putting it around you, having it on the walls. That's the colour I'm talking about, really. Okay, and the other colour I want to show you is black. Now, people go, don't like that colour. I won't have anything to do with that. It's connected to dark. But I want to show you something else about that. That when our shadow sides come up, if you're going to talk positive and negative, when we feel more shadowy, contracted, fearful, if we just try and push that away, it hasn't gone away, it's gone off stage. So sometimes, just like with the writing, in the way that's right and taking support if you need it, it's very helpful to look at that, because that may hold the key, a golden key, to what you need to do next. And we often have a lot of judgment about that. I'm not kind, I'm not nice, I judge other people. All sorts of stuff goes on in the human mind. It's like programming, it can be cleared. Perfect love casts out fear. So you could say, give yourself permission to know what's there, because then you can deal with it, and with support. bring in the love, and that will transform it. So perfect love will transform that darkness into much greater light, and you get lighter and lighter and lighter. Okay. Now I'm going to show you what I spend a lot of my time doing, working with tuning forks. I teach this to people individually, how to tune themselves on a daily basis. Very effective. And I've been using this a lot recently because rather than me being the therapist, it's much more beneficial for people to learn how to help themselves. You can learn to clear houses, certainly your own environment to start with, plants, your energy, clearing the fog or the stress from around you, around your energy field. There's a whole simple process that you can use, and when you're used to it, it will probably take you not more than 10 to 12 minutes. So you learn to clear the fog around you, like clearing a car's windscreen, to ground yourself so you are well connected to the earth, to balance the right and left sides of the brain, which are creativity and logic, and will, when you use these forks, actually automatically help to reset your nervous system into balance, which then changes the response in the physical body. So you've got all the benefits of clearing a fog, clearing the stress. No need to use your thinking. You're just being with an intention of balancing and clearing. Grounding yourself, really feeling I'm present in my body, I'm connected. Balancing the right and left sides of the brain. Amazing. Relaxing you very, very quickly. You can use it within meditation. Clearing the energy points that come down the body, the energy centers, very simply, and much, much more. Because just like when a car goes for an MOT and everything's been cleaned up and tuned up, you are being tuned like the tuning fork. You have a different resonance. You put out a different signal like a wireless into the atmosphere, and you attract by resonance, or some call it the law of attraction, much more positive things into yourself and your environment. So if you're interested in having support and learning to use initially those two tuning forks, I can do a lot to help you on that one. And now, having gone through light, sound, colour and some simple tips, we're going to get round to actually doing some relaxation. So this is going to be a short one, but hopefully a very useful one for you. And I always have a certain discipline to start with and to complete, to do with the prayer and protection. On the earth level, please do not use this MP3 recording whilst you're driving or operating machinery. You need to be in a place where it's safe to fall asleep with a deep relaxation. And I'll also remind your mind that if you are deeply relaxed, you're able to respond appropriately and easily come right back into present time and place in an emergency if you ever needed to. So, take a few moments now. I'll just give you a few minutes to find a safe place where you won't be disturbed and where you can lie down or sit down and safely fall asleep if you choose to. And the first thing we're going to do is just ask you to relax your jaw, to relax your tummy, to have your body as straight as possible wherever you are. And if you're sitting in a chair, your feet connected to the earth. Otherwise, we're just asking and affirming that you are earthed with a good root going down from your base into the light of the earth to ground you. You can close your eyes or open them, depending on which you prefer. And just doing those breaths again with your hands crossed over the heart area. Some slow, deep breaths with a pause between the in and the out breath. Just continue that till my voice returns. Next, affirm that, say to yourself or see it, that you're in a bubble, resting your hands down beside you again, that you're in a bubble of gold light, Christ light, the highest frequency possible, which is highly protective, keeps you safe in your own sacred space. And you're completely in it. You're like in a sun of light, golden light. On the outside, you have a royal blue bubble of light which links to Archangel Michael. Keep you safe. You can put these bubbles around you any time in your life if you feel you need more protection. And if you ever need more than that, you can also imagine like mirrors reflecting on the outside, so nothing can come in, it's just reflected back away from you into more light. And affirming you're safe and secure, we're going to go on a very safe journey to relax and be still, since that's the key, to listen and to know. And if you have your own prayer, please use it. I always ask that I'm linked to the very highest, the greatest light, love and wisdom, filled and surrounded by divine love and protection, and kept us to a holy space in the earth. When we ask the whole of the physical body to let go, let go, let go. That no one and nothing can disturb or bother you now. You're in your own safe, sacred space. A beautiful angelic being looking after you. Teachers and healers who know you in the higher realms also there for you, purest beings of light. And in your own times, you can spend time going more around the body, asking each part in turn to let go, let go, let go. Letting go into safety, support, and who you really are. A wonderful divine being of light, love, with your own unique purpose in the world. Connecting more deeply to who you are, your own uniqueness in the world. Safe and secure. And as you let go of the physical, you also know no one and nothing can disturb or bother you now. But if you did need to respond in an emergency, you'd wake up very easily, fully back in present time, place, and ready to respond appropriately. Next, we ask the everyday level of your mind, the part that chatters, to be still and let go. And we let your mind know that it's letting go into deeper safety and support, into a very wise part of you that can guide everything from the inside to the out. Letting go into deep safety and support. Feeling a sense of being held, loved, supported. You are much more than you know, but you are beginning to know more of who you really are and why you're here. Everyone's important. Everyone on the planet has a part to play. Do not compare yourself with others. You play your part wherever you are, and the main thing is to be that harmonious tuning fork, radiating the love. Being is enough, more than enough, if you're true to yourself, being and doing if it's your way. If the mind chatters, take a positive word like peace and repeat it. Say 3 times. Peace, peace, peace. Other thoughts may come in. Let them pass through like clouds and go back to peace. Peace, peace, peace. The still point, the point of opportunity to be so much, to remember who you are. You are not your stress. You are not these outer circumstances. You are a being of divine love in physical form. And there is deep inner strength within you to recognize and realize. And we ask that that can step forward in a perfect way for you, that you can feel that sense of connection and strength and peace. You are not your thoughts. You are not your feelings, although they play their part. You are you, a divine being in physical form. I'm just going to make a few harmonious sounds as you focus on the word peace, or even another word. Needs to be a positive word, a quality like beauty or truth or integrity. Anything you wish to increase in your life. Focusing on the positive to increase it in your being. And here we also invite in Archangel Raphael, the Archangel of Healing. So if you need healing in a particular way, just speak it within you like a phone call again, and know it'll be heard. And whatever you've been writing out, or things that have concerned you deeply, you can imagine that you're handing them to this angel now. Transformation and help in the way that's perfect for you. trusting that your needs are known and your prayers will be answered in the perfect way for you. Okay, so having gone on our inner journey, we ask that everyone is blessed. Anyone who listened to this, that there's a perfect blessing for you at this time. But now is the time to return, to gently come back from the inner to the outer. If you're going to sleep on, that's fine. We're just going to ask that the same completion happens when it's the perfect time for you to wake up. You're kept always safe and secure and protected in the light whilst you're sleeping. And for those returning to wake up right now, please draw your attention back from the inner to the outer world, bringing with you the peace of the inner to the outer, beginning to become aware of your body again, coming right back now into your physical body in present time and place, feeling your arms and legs moving, changing the level of your breathing. Take a few deep breaths again, being quite firm now. It's the time to come back, bringing the peace of the inner to the outer into present time and place. And on the count of 5, we're coming back more. But just before that, again, the protection. So I'm going to ask you first of all to imagine you're in the violet water or a violet shower of light. And it's just cleansing you, just like when we have a shower in the morning. It's just coming down now, clearing any old energy from around you or inside you, and just washes into the ground where it's recycled to light and love and returned to its source. And you're back in the golden bubble, filled with golden light, surrounded and protected in the light. And then a bubble of royal blue light going out and all around you, Archangel Michael's colour and constant support. But if you prefer it, you could use the royal blue cloak of light and put that from above your head, wrapping around the upper body, the middle and the lower body, the ankles and the feet. So bless you. Come right back now, feeling your body, your arms and legs back in present time and place, and open your eyes. Just come right back now, right back, feeling the arms and legs, just waking up a bit, waking up. waking up, woken up, woken up. Look around you, have a stretch, but get up slowly because sometimes our blood pressure drops when we've been deeply relaxed. Take your time, or sleep on if that's what you're doing. And we ask also that your sleep can be enhanced, that you can take the sleep that you need at the perfect time. And drink lots of water and have a small snack if you need it. Listen to your needs. You'll hear them more and more clearly, and use a simple prayer each day, like a telephone call. Ask and you will receive. If you don't appear to have an answer, ask again, like a telephone call. I'm not getting it. Please draw my attention to it. The angels are listening. Help is here. You can also call me, and I'll give the details in a minute, or they're below the video, if you would like more support, or indeed if you would like to learn to help yourself using the tuning forks. We just need a 1.5 hour appointment, and it can make a fantastic difference to all this work and all the healing and all the joy that can come into your life. So do those things. Listen well. Listening is key, and go very, very well. Enjoy. A new world is being born, and you're part of it. Okay, so making sure you're back, feeling your feet. When you're ready, standing up, stomping on the ground if you need to, tapping your body, bringing yourself back into the body. It's the safest place to be when you're on the earth. It's a good place to be, and you'll find out more. So my work is called Recreation, re-creationfoundation.com, or lowercase. More details on my website, or you can contact me at the details below. I'd love to hear from you, or I'd love to hear from you just to get your feedback. I'm also going to be running another holistic stress management course, which really means a spiritual discovery course. It's how we move out of stress into success, the success of being who we are. And it doesn't have to be all serious. The light is not serious. At a certain level, it includes a lot of humour, a lot of play, because like children, we move on through play. You can play your life out before you live it out, and that's another program. Okay, God bless. Go very well. Bye.